I was led to the Golden Gate Bridge this morning because the Golden Gate Bridge opened up exactly 88 years ago. And we know about the number 88, right? You have to go 88 miles an hour in Back to the Future. Trump equals 88. The Pope supposedly died at 88. Klaus Schwab steps down from his position at 88. Donnie Darko, the world ends at 88. Okay? Says opening of the Golden Gate Bridge on May 27th, 1937. San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge was opened to the public for the first time for Pedestrians Day, marking the start of the week-long Golden Gate Bridge Fiesta. Now, I want to show you some interesting numbers. A lot of people have talked about the Golden Gate Bridge, symbolically representing like the Golden Gate to heaven, right? A portal. And a lot of people have talked about its destruction in the near future. Well, let me show you some numbers that are really amazing. Now, when you type in the Golden Gate Bridge Rapture, you get an ordinal, which is simple gematria, 267, which scrambled is 726. Harpazo, the rapture. And then in reduction, you get 132. And 132, when you add it to its reflection twice, 132 plus 231 equals 363. 363 plus 363 is 726 harpazo. Okay, so we have connections here to the rapture in numbers in the phrase the Golden Gate Bridge Rapture. But the next one is really amazing to me. Just Golden Gate, right? The Golden Gate to heaven, right? Is 90 in ordinal, which is simple. And that's 45 and 45. And we know that the number 45 is the square root of 2025. Okay, 45 times 45 is 2025. But in reduction, Golden Gate to heaven, right? 45 for 2025. In reverse, it's 180, which is 4 45s. And in reverse reduction, it's another 45 for 2025. Look at that. And that's the words Golden Gate. And like I said, people have talked about how the Golden Gate Bridge symbolically represents the Golden Gate to heaven. Right? The Golden Gates. Get it? That's amazing to me. Those numbers right there really hit home. Now we look at some other things. Golden Gate Bridge Rapture and simple gematria. When you add it to its reflection, is 666. 234 plus 432 is 666. And in English gematria, it's 1404. If you minus the 0, you got 144. Okay. Now watch this. This is interesting. Golden Gate Bridge explosion equals 264. If you add 264 to 462, it's 726 harpazo, rapture. Very interesting numbers on the Golden Gate Bridge. Then look at this. If you type in Golden Gate Bridge disaster in Hebrew gematria, it's 725, which is the opening day backwards. It opened on 527 in 1937. That's very interesting to me. You see, numbers surround everything that they do because God uses numbers in everything, and so did they. The Golden Gate equals 123. Add it to its reflection, it's 444. And Lucifer equals 444 in English gematria. And so does Jesus, 444 in English gematria. And like I showed, did I show you this? I'm not sure. If you type in Golden Gate Bridge straight up, simple gematria, it's 135. Add it to its reflection, 531. It's 666. Golden Gate Bridge equals 666 when you add it to its reflection. So Golden Gate Bridge is all tied up in these numbers. Amazing connections, but that's what they do. And it was 88 years ago on 5/27, May 27th. Going back to this Golden Gate, I mean, this is amazing numbers to me because you have 245s and reduction and reverse reduction, which is 2025. 20 plus 25 is 45, and 45 times 45 is 2025. It's the square root of 2025, the Golden Gate. The Golden Gates of heaven, symbolic of, the rapture, right? Going to heaven. And then in ordinal, regular gematria, you have 90, which is 45 plus 45. And also Holy Bible equals 90. But when you go to reverse, you have 180, which is 445s. So Golden Gate, that's amazing to me. Golden Gate is all about the number 45 in every single gematria here. Ordinal, reduction, reverse, and reverse reduction. That's insane to me. So I don't know if something happens to the Golden Gate Bridge at the rapture or before the rapture. But I definitely think something's going to happen to it. I'll just say this, that the Golden Gate was created or opened on 5/27. So that makes its reflection or mirror date 7/25, which is July 25th. All I know is I wouldn't want to be on the Golden Gate Bridge at or around 7/25, which is just one off of 7/26, which is Harpazo. Now look at this 5/27 for May 27th, the day that the Golden Gate Bridge was created. In the Strong's Concordance, the word is Ammon, and the definition is craftsman, master, workman, architect. Doesn't it take all that to build the Golden Gate Bridge? Right. Also a throng of people, meaning a throng of people. General definition. The Hebrew word Ammon primarily signifies a throng or multitude, indicating a large gathering of people. It's the Golden Gate Bridge, right? This term is used in various contexts within the Hebrew scriptures, often to describe a populous or crowded situation. There you go. Interesting. Architect also, right? And if it represents the rapture, the Golden Gate to heaven, it says a large gathering of people are gathering together unto him. See all these connections, right? And that's 5/27, the day that it was opened up, May 27th. And 7/25, 5/27 reversed, which is 7/25, is harpagmos, which means grasping, robbery, something to be seized, an object eager of desire, a prize, one off of 7/26. But look at what it says, Strong's Exhaustive Concordance. From harpazo, to plunder, robbery, because Jesus comes as a thief. Look at that. From harpazo. 7/25 is from 7/26. The rapture. Right? Look at the numbers that they use. Right? Created on 5/27, flip it at 7/25, which is one off 7/26. The Golden Gate. We getting all the connections here? Look at corresponding Greek Hebrew entries. There is no direct Hebrew equivalent for this word harpagmos in the Strong's Hebrew Dictionary, as the concept is more specifically articulated in the Greek New Testament context. However, related concepts of seizing or taking by force, like the rapture or can be found in Hebrew words such as gazal, which is Strong's Hebrew 1497, which means to tear away or to seize. Come on, man. Come on. I knew it. When the Golden Gate Bridge was 88 years ago, I knew there would be all kinds of connections. Because the number 88, man. Sheesh. And then you take 725 plus its reflection, 527, 1252. Add that to its reflection, 2521. There's the magic number 3773. Wisdom equals 37 and 73. God created everything through his wisdom. We know where that takes us, right? 3 times 7 times 73 equals 1533. The amount of verses in the book of Genesis. 1533. And then you multiply that twice. 1 times 5 times 3 times 3 times 1 times 5 times 3 times 3 equals 2025.